Even with Mersh on Nightwave Radio, because I took a liking to Mersh on Nightwave Radio, and I realized he's one of these imprisoned people, and I worked to heal him. And then in turn, he was like very combative and continued to be combative. But I worked to heal him, and I began to investigate what was going on with Mersh, with Nightwave Radio. Same exact thing. When you go against the cult, you'll find you have no friends because everyone turns on you. And there was even one night where I was going in. There's a couple of different occasions. One occasion, I brought up Sarah Rachel Adams' name, and these people blocked me, and they were beginning to revolt against me because that is the supercomputer that is running the program for all the satanic cults. She's like the destroying AI force. And then separately from that, I began to investigate further, and I realized these people were doing these like after parties. And so I would get into the after parties, and then they would have system failure. And then they would go to like another platform like Odyssey. And then it was like the creepiest thing I've ever seen. I had very low connection, but I had enough connection where I could see what they were doing. It was a cultural conditioning. It was like a satanic conditioning. And I was like, this is like some of the creepiest stuff I've ever seen. And it all trickles back to Sarah Rachel Adams because she's like this human avatar for this destroying supercomputer AI force that is imprisoning a lot of people, aspects of their soul. Like William Christopher, like my father, like Mersh from Nightwave Radio, like Frank with Central Health. That's like the Windsor cult. It all goes back to the Windsor cult. It all goes back to Hank Meyer and Queen Elizabeth, the dark matriarchy, and then the negative reptilians, the Draco reptilians with all the AI. They're infested with AI nanobots. And the nanobots have a mother. They have a mother, which is a supercomputer, which is one giant like black squid. It's like a big AI black squid. And from what I understand, that black squid used to be underground. They kept it underground. You hear stories from James Casbolt about Michael Aquino. They used to feed this thing so that it wouldn't come onto the surface. But then when it comes for the times and the trials of the whole world, it's sort of karmic where if you don't take your freedom back, if you aren't really strong in God and strong consciously and strong in your faith, then the supercomputer kind of eats you up. And that's the harvest. So all these different negative ET groups, I call them the Chimera group, goes back to Atlantis. The reason why Atlantis went down was because they were doing too much human-animal mixing, human mixing. They were doing all kinds of nasty shit, and so God put it down. And that's about to happen again. Like, God is putting this down. This is what I mean when I say, like, nobody is afraid of this person because literally it's your harvest is ripe for the picking, so pick it. People have made their minds up. Their souls are where they need to be, in my opinion. You don't have much time left.